Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining again. I hope you're liking my video series on Office 365 threat protection capabilities and how it can help you protect against email-based threats. In the last videos, we looked at some of the various recommended configurations for safe ATP safe attachments, safe links, and anti-phishing. We also looked at some of the misconfigurations that organizations really does on their tenant, which allows email which are spoofed landing into their inboxes. If you have not seen those videos, I would recommend you to go ahead and look at those videos. The links will be there in the description. Today, we're going to look at one of the post-breach capabilities available in Office 365, which allows you to take action on those emails which has already got delivered and later found to be malicious. Now, there are various reasons why some of these emails gets delivered to your users' mailboxes. The top reason that we have seen is because of the misconfiguration on your tenant. Now today we're going to take a look at a post-breach capability in Office 365 which allows you to take action on those emails which has already got delivered into your user's mailbox. Help you to quickly find them, help you to quickly correlate with other emails that has come to your environment, who else have received it, and then take quick actions to remove them from all the mailboxes. Now, if you are an Office 365 customer, you got to have Office 365 ATP Plan 2 or Office 365 E5 licenses to be able to use that. Now, on your left hand side in your threat management dashboard of Office 365 Security and Compliance Center, you have this option called Explorer. Now, this is an investigation tool which allows you to quickly find those emails once it has got reported to you, either through user or you probably have seen it someplace else. Now let's just quickly find out an email and then see who else have received it and then take quick actions. Now let's take a scenario here. Let's say one of the user has reported one email to you and this email looks like a phishing email. Now as an administrator, I'm sure you would like to know this. Is this the only email that has come to my tenant, or there are other users who might have also received the same email? It's just that they have not reported that yet, and you fear that they might take action on those emails, either click on those URLs or open those attachments, or even take the word whatever that email is basically asking them to do. Now this tool basically allows you to take those actions of remediating the threat much easier and much quicker. Now I can go here and find out that particular email that my user has just reported. So one of the way of doing it is to basically use the user report add-in, which is available for Office 365 Outlook clients and OVA. But let's say if user has reported this email to you manually, either forwarding it to you directly. So you can directly go and look at under various categories like malware, phish, email, or user reported. Let's start with phish. Now, a lot of times, if the email has not been marked as phish during the time of delivery, you might not see it over here. So the first thing first would be to start looking at in the phish category, because if there are other emails that has come during the same time and they have got delivered, and a few of them got delivered, but a lot of them actually got blocked, you actually get to see the status over here. So you can start with various options and search for that email. You have an option to search with the sender, recipient, sender domain, subject line, attachment file name, and of course with the protection status, whether the email got delivered or got into junk folder, or it basically got blocked. You can also search from other means like message ID, a network message ID, sender IP addresses, even with a SHA-255, 256 hash of the attachment, and of course body fingerprint. And you can also search with the URL domain, the URL path, even URL and the click verdict. Let's start with simple. Let's start with a simple search on the subject name. So I would like to see all the emails which has a word visit in them, because this is the exact email that my user has just reported this to me, and that email looks little fishy. Now if I just searched this email with the subject line called visit, I actually get to see a whole lot of email that's coming to my user, and they have been coming from same IP addresses, sometimes even from different IP addresses, but they all have the same subject name. The recipient is the same. However, sender is also different in in various times. I also get to see the status of those email. The emails got actually delivered into the junk mailbox folder because of the reputation it has. Now I can select just one email over here, and it basically gives me various other information of that email. Also, if you look at the, before I take you there, if you look at these graphs, it's actually telling me that these emails have not just come today, it has been coming for some time now in the past as well. Now let's just open one of the email here. Now when I open this email, it gives me additional information, like for example, when I received it, what it had, the sender name, if there were additional things, like if there were any URL in them. You may want to see what this URL takes you to. Now without you actually getting a copy of the email from the user, it's difficult to know that, but you can now see the URL of that message right here in your console itself, so that you can take an action on it, and you can see what this URL is all about and investigate accordingly. And of course, you get to see it got delivered to junk mailbox folder. It was detected by the advanced fish filter of Office 365 ATP. Was there any attachment? If there were, what was the hash? And if there are any malware family attached to it, you will also get to see here. One of the most important tab here is similar emails. So you actually get to see various other emails which may have some commonality with respect to the same IP address it's coming from, same subject line, or maybe have the same content, or may have the same URL in them. So you can get to see all the emails which has the exact same, some commonalities for that matter. And this will allow you to see that this will allow you to see that this is not the only user who have got these emails. There are other emails which has come with a similar content, similar IP addresses, similar subject name, and it has landed to other users as well who may not have reported this to you. Now you can directly select all these emails which comes under part of your investigation and add them to an incident. And I can go ahead and call this incident with a name and then assign it to any of my engineer who can do further investigation and even take an action on it. So I can, let's say, go ahead and give it a name. All right. You can determine the severity, medium, high, low. I'll keep it to high. Next. And it basically gives you a scope, and you can go ahead and create an incident here. Now once the incident is created, you can basically go ahead in your policy, in your review, and you get to see all your incidents over here. Now you may have a SOC team here who can pick it up, that incident, from here, and then you can basically take action after investigating what these emails are all about. And if they find that these emails are really malicious, and you don't want these emails to be there anymore, you can actually take action on it right here itself. So let's say as a SOC analyst, I've gone through these emails, I've seen these emails are actually having URLs which are malicious and so on. I can directly go ahead and then take action from here itself, like move it to junk or hard delete, soft delete, hard delete. In some cases you may want to move it to inbox for some reason, or you can just delete the attachments which are there in these emails. So you can leave the email as is on the user's mailbox, but you can go ahead and delete the attachments. So now you do have an option to take or remediate those emails which have somehow landed onto the user's mailbox, but they do contain malicious intent in them. Maybe malicious URLs. What is the safe link policy will not allow users to get to the page which if it contains malicious content. But let's say you still don't want those emails to remain there in the user's mailbox. You want to clean it up. Or for some reason you may have received email from an impersonated user, and the impersonated attacker is asking your users to take certain action by transferring some money and take high value approvals and all of that. You may not want those emails to remain on your user's mailbox anymore. So you can find it out who are the users who have received it and then take actions. Also, you may have a different use case to use that. If you have a disgruntled employee who's about to leave the organization and they send out emails to the entire organization with some objectionable content or pornography or profanity, and you don't want those emails to remain on those mailboxes, you can again come back here and then search for that email, find out various instances of the email going to various users, and then just one couple of clicks and you can remove those emails from the entire system. So it's a great capability to have. If you're an ATP2 customer or an E5 customer, I would suggest you to go ahead and start exploring this. It's a great way to see what kind of threats are coming to your environment and even getting delivered for some reason because of the misconfiguration, because the intelligence was not available during the time of delivery, but now it has caught up, and you can go ahead and remove those emails which are still lying around. So I hope this was useful. Go ahead and try to use it, and thank you so much for watching, and in the next video we'll talk about something more interesting in here. Thank you and have a great day.